I would like to welcome you all for this lecture. This lecture is going back through memory lane, meaning you're going back through the old stuff and hoping that each and everyone is on board with that. Thank God. Okay, now the first thing today is network basics. Now, first and foremost, when you're doing this network course, these basics are going to be part of you forever. You need to know why you're doing something. And that's why I like overemphasizing on the beginning part of everything. Once you know why you're doing something, as in there's a drive which you always have to do something. So now the first thing is networking is just basically a combination of two or different devices and they are able to communicate with each other. So if I and you are able to communicate with each other, we are networking. That's why whenever people move to different areas and talking about their products is part of networking. You'll have a product and you're sharing it, sharing your idea with other people about that particular product. So networking goes in depth when it comes to network sharing. Then when it comes to networking, you're not looking more of people communicating with people. We're looking at more of computers helping us communicate with people. So how are we able to equip a computer to communicate with another person? That's why people come up with applications like Facebook, like WhatsApp, like Instagram, all those things to communicate with people from different areas. So uh, now it's the same thing here. We are learning how to do that. Now, one of the advantages of networks is sharing files. What I'm doing right now is talking right now, but by the time you get this, I've shared my file to you. How? Is through you being able to access this video on YouTube or on your phones anyway, or on any device you want to stream this video on. Then sharing resources. So if you ever sent your document anywhere or used it, if you're using I don't know how you people of iPhones call your cloud, sorry, iCloud, I think, or like the way Google calls theirs a Google Drive. Basically, in that particular drive, you're not the one using it. You're sharing that particular hard drive. Even if it may look like your information is on and there, but your information is just tagged to you, but there are other people using it. Then sharing programs. The same way you're sharing YouTube to use it, it's the same thing. Enables communication with another person. So the same way I'm communicating with you is the same thing here. To communicate to multiple people at the same time. WhatsApp is there. We can communicate very fast at the same time. You can easily purchase more storage through cloud services. Now, one thing I like about cloud services is if you've noticed, um, will this be practical? So, cloud storage costs. Let's try to make this as practical as possible. Yeah, I can even see the Apple thing. Okay. As you can see, first and foremost, there are multiple servers from different areas. They're showing you Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Canada, Mexico, United States, Chile. Even in Europe, they have some other areas. So they're all different servers. So you can basically choose where you want your information to be. And they're telling you the prices of each what? Each server. Now in each server, they're telling you, okay, 50 GBs is this, 200 GBs is this, 2 TB is that. So you choose according to your plan and how much your budget is, and you're able to get that space. They can expand for you that space. Google does the same thing, though it's much more cheaper. Are you seeing 50 GB at this? And then the network operation, you know, as you have seen, that is one more of storing information. So let's go back. Sorry for that. So you can easily expand your space just by going and accessing it. Now, disadvantages of networks. The one big disadvantage of networks is you can't delete information anyhow. Like, just because you have deleted your image from Facebook doesn't mean that it's actually deleted. That's one thing people fail to realize. Just because you have deleted your browser history doesn't mean that they don't know what you've been doing. Your internet service provider knows what you have been doing. Just because you have used the VPN doesn't mean that your information is fully safe. Some VPN providers can choose to use your information, especially if you go for those free ones which don't pay. How do you think they get money? Obviously, you have to get from somewhere. Sometimes they sell your information, but obviously they'll put there that as you don't choose your information, as you don't do this, as you don't do that. So security is a big problem since anyone with the right credentials can hack you from anywhere. I think some time back we have heard of Facebook being hacked. We have heard of I think one time even Microsoft was hacked. Okay, there's no company which has never been hacked unless it's not serious enough. But otherwise, many companies are being hacked most of the time. So uh, if someone has the right credentials, someone can easily hack you. Reason being, they have the information concerning the passwords and all that. So it's not hard for them to hack you. Then the next thing is if you're sharing a printer, one has to wait. So that's also one problem in the network. There's always that there's always that lag. If there are too many people on a particular system, let's say I want you to try this demonstration out. Uh, make people connect to your Wi-Fi, multiple people to your Wi-Fi, and you notice that the speed of your Wi-Fi will change dramatically, especially if you're downloading something or something like that. You will notice that your speed will change very fast. Reason being, your speed is changing because there are multiple users using that particular system of yours. So making it very hard for you to access it, meaning that the bandwidth is your ISP gave you, your internet service provider. Basically, the RAM this your ISP gave you is limited. Like it can give you like maybe 100 Mbps, which is not bad. At least for a normal person, it's not bad. So now, if many people are using it, it means that you will also be having a particular portion of the 100 Mbps, also the other one having a particular portion, like that. So it means that this you end up sharing the stuff and not you won't get the equal amount. Basically, that's it. So you can easily be infected by a virus to give when you're given something. So most of the times people get infected by viruses through flash disks, through going to those scam sites and all that. So those Trojan horses and all those things. So there are many ways you can get viruses by the so it's one you should protect yourself as much as you can to avoid such situation. Now, like me nowadays, what I do is now for YouTube, I got tired of their ads, so I put a YouTube ad blocker. As you can see here, I have an ad blocker, so it's able to block uh, stuff from entering any cell anyhow. So it's one way of protecting yourself from weird things from happening online because most of the attacks which you get most of the time is through networks and the internet is part of the network. So by doing that, I'm protecting myself. Um, Sensitive information can easily be breached. Now, most of it can be online, but uh, your security is not that good. You ask them, is your firewall on? No. When was the last time you updated your antivirus? They don't know. Uh, so you have to make sure is your firewall on. Yeah, when was the last time you updated your laptop? Checking for updates. So those are things which you should do on a daily basis, even if it is. Uh, saying last checked yesterday, so I can just click here and it starts downloading. So just leave it and it does its job. When it is done, it is done. So it's one way of keeping yourself secure. Now the network should be up and running at all times. Now that's one thing you have to know. Uganda here power goes on and off. So if you're planning to be a network administrator, most people don't keep their servers inside here in Uganda. What they do is they usually host them from abroad there because their computer power is okay. So most people host their websites, they are all those things from abroad there. There are many good services there. One of them is GoDaddy. So try it out and you see. GoDaddy is good, but you make sure you whenever they are, they take most of the traffic, but you have to make sure whatever they are telling you to do, don't do everything because companies like that also want extra profits and all that. So if you don't know what you want, you end up over be you end up being overpriced for what you even don't want. So be sure to click on what you want. So next is how to solve some of these problems. You can set up a permission to avoid anyone from easily deleting your critical information. As you can see, most files are read and write. So now, like if I come to such a file like this, unless I don't want to share it with anyone, there's this option of give access to specified people. I can choose the people I want it to be specified to, and I can choose the let's everyone add, and I can choose do I want them to read, write, or I should remove them. So read is just basically reading the document, but don't manipulate it in any way. Read and write. You can read it, you can make changes and all that. So that's one way of of protecting your data. So make sure uh, you try out these different things. Next, you can limit the boundaries where your information can be accessed. So one way of protecting yourself is now, like, let's say you have a computer. Uh, there's a new version actually of Linux which recently came out. It's called Ubuntu. I recently downloaded it. It's called Ubuntu. It's called Ubuntu 20.0.4. Ubuntu. Ubuntu and this other operating system, Manjaro. They recently released the new version.